Hey everyone, it's Tuesday morning. You know what that means? The NFL opening line report, raw, candid, unfiltered, interactive look with initial thoughts out of the gate. No handicap picks. You want some handicap picks? Check in a Doc's Gridiron six-pack I do every week with Griffin Murphy. Put 3 college, 3 NFL games, pick them. 9-3-1 first 2 weeks on that show. Hello. That's worth a cheers and a cup of coffee, right? Having a cup of coffee with my peeps, my boys, my girls, talking about some football. Leave your comments in the comment section on what you think about the games, where you think I'm wrong, where you think I'm right, where you like a teaser, you don't like a teaser, total, side. And I will go in the back end. We have to filter out the comments because of the haters, the F-bombs, the death threats, porn sites putting links up, competitors putting links up to Superlock, their Millennium page, that sort of thing. And I'll go through. We get hundreds and hundreds of them, and I appreciate you commenting. I can't put them all up, and I can't read every single one of them because I have a job to do. But I do go in once or twice a day, the first 3 or 4 days, and post some up. And tell me what you think. Last week in the NFL, I went 2-3. I'm not happy. Still pissed at the Lions. Had them as a 6-unit top pick. Thought Seattle. Pete Carroll is the most maddening guy. Whether I'm betting with him or against him, he beats me every time. Every time. It's like an Achilles heel. I'm not a Seattle fan. I'm not a Pete Carroll fan. Because of that, yes, I have bitterness. That's for sure. But nonetheless, leave your comments. We'll put them up. Tell me what you think. And, of course, be sure and hit the subscribe button so you get notified when me or anybody else puts up free play videos for you. You're here for freebies, right? You're here for a little insight, this, that, and the other. I don't do a deep dive on this opening line report, by the way. It's just candid. It's kind of, I guess, fun, for lack of a better term. Just something, a couple guys, we do the old fence post thing. Somebody said they're getting tired of hearing about 2 guys pissing over a fence post having a beer. So we're having a cup of coffee this morning, just shooting the crap about what we think initially about the opening lines. Let's get after it. I've seen some. I haven't seen all of them. Let's go through it. The Giants, who grabbed victory from the jaws of defeat against the hapless Arizona Cardinals, are a 10.5-point underdog at San Francisco, who looks really good. San Francisco had a tough game against the Rams last week. Rams better than you think. Just FYI. 10.5, total 45. That's the open. Let me check the current. 44.5. That's what I thought. That might go under. Those of you who don't know me, I don't mess around with double-digit favorites in the NFL. There should be no such thing. Is it warranted at times? Yes. But that's a lot. That's like laying 25 in college. First half line, maybe San Francisco. I won't be getting anywhere near this game. You want to lean under, but, when we're talking about the NFL, week 2, 13-3 on overs. Week 1, 12-4 on unders. Interesting dichotomy, huh? It always evens out. Very rare that gets over 50-55% one way or the other. Just FYI, don't be shy of unders because of last week. The Chargers at Minnesota. Total is 54. Opened up at 51.5 from 54. For good reason. That's going to go over. Neither one's going to be able to stop the other one. Chargers, the only team since the modern Super Bowl era to score 25. I wrote this down. To score over 50 points or over with not one single turnover and be 0-2. Both these teams find ways to lose. In my opinion, the Chargers are a better team, but their coach sucks. If that means anything. What, Minnesota involved in one possession game losses or wins? Last year in one possession games, they were 9-0. This year, they're 0-2. FYI, their secondary couldn't stop Grandma with his shopping cart at Costco. New Orleans off a win on Monday night, travel to Green Bay -2, total 42.5. Give me Green Bay. Houston +8.5 against Jacksonville. Opened up at 10, dropped to 8.5. Now it's at 9.5. What's Jacksonville doing laying 9.5 with that offense? They've had 25 third down plays this year. 25. They got to third down, had to get a first down. They've gotten 7. You're laying 9.5 to a team that always gives you trouble. I don't care if Houston's banged up or not. Yeah, they got beat up by the Colts with Gardner Minshew stepped in after Richardson scored a touchdown, then banged his head on the second one. But yeah, they got beat up by them, and that's a team that Jacksonville beat in week 1 somehow. Shouldn't even won that game. Kansas City played the worst game I've seen them play in 3 years, and they still beat Jacksonville by 11. Give me Houston. Tennessee +3 at Cleveland. Nick Chubb, gruesome injury. My goodness. Total 40.5. Tennessee, do they have a hook on it yet? It had a hook. It doesn't anymore. Yeah, because I'd take Tennessee there with the hook on the 3, under 40.5. What you got 2 elite defenses. Two elite defenses. What does Cleveland want to do? Well, Ford, good running back. They probably picked back up Hunt this week, who they waived, but he knows the offense. They might bring him back. Ford, I had a lot of people tell me, fantasy guys, I know some big fantasy guys, telling me even as a backup they're taking him on yards. He can run the rock. And what's Tennessee want to do? Derrick Henry. You don't want to put anything on Tannehill. Yeah, I know you got Amari Cooper and a bunch of other, and you got Bernard Hopkins in the game. You know, a couple stud wide receivers for each team. I can't count on each quarterback. Both quarterbacks look like dog crap right now, especially Watson. Just not accurate thrower right now. Him running to move the chains on third down, killing clock. That looks like an underplay to me. Indianapolis +8 at Baltimore. Don't know the status of the quarterback. There you go. You put Baltimore, tease them down to -2, and take Tennessee and tease them up to +9. Hello, 2-team teaser. Total 44 in that game, about right. Denver catching 7 at Miami. This opened up at 6.5. Total is, now it's 6.5 again. Total's 48. I've been saying this, screaming it from the mountaintops. Sean Payton is not playing in the game. Denver blew a huge lead. Wilson ain't all that. Wilson's on the downside of a career. He's just taking the money and running. There's another part of it. If you tease Miami down to -1 or -0.5 and stick them with somebody, you're going to have a winner. Total 48. It's about right. If you let Sam Howell throw all over you, who's good quarterback, better than you think he is. What's Tua, Waddle, Hill? That might go over. Miami might have, I don't know. They might have 31 on their own. Can Denver score on the road? I could only lay it. I couldn't take it. I couldn't even take it on a teaser. I couldn't tease him up to 12.5. No way. Miami's too good. New England -3 at the Jets. Total 36.5. Bill Belichick owns the Jets. Bill Belichick isn't playing. Neither is their quarterback, Matt Jones. He sucks. Elliott, shell of himself. Stevenson, decent running back. No playmakers at wide receiver. They got Hunter at tight end. That's what else they got? What else you got? New England. Don't kick the Jets to the curb yet with that defense. 13-10 ball game, under 36.5, maybe. I can only take the Jets. Definitely put them in a teaser. Buffalo at Washington. Washington, a home dog of 6.5, 44.5. Sam Howell can make all the throws. That's a good quarterback. Washington's got playmakers too. At wide receiver, at running back. Bieniemy's calling great games. Who'd have thought, say August 15th, if I told you this game, that the Commanders would have a better record than the Buffalo Bills, who basically just got gifted the game last week as Garoppolo. I think Garoppolo's still turning it over. I can only take Washington. Atlanta, +3 at Detroit. Detroit, I want to give you kind of a middle finger-ish. What was that? Yeah, I had them last week as a top pick. Seattle, again, screws me. Detroit ain't all that. And now you're minus your best running back and minus your best wide receiver. And you got a defense that's got more holes in it than Swiss cheese. And Atlanta's 2-0. They're finding ways to win. Total 46.5. Give me the over. Carolina, +5.5 at Seattle. I'll tell you what. Total 42.5. Tell me what you think. This is your game. Carolina, +5.5 at Seattle. Bryce Young, Frank Wright, bad combination. Frank Wright should have never got that job. Bieniemy should have got that job. He's not a head coach in the NFL. He's getting to be where he's not even a good coordinator. Maybe under 42.5. Maybe. They shut down, for the most part, the Saints receivers, which are better than Seattle's. You know, I mean, Metcalf and Lockett, yeah, they're good. But, no, I'd play under. I don't want anything to do with 5.5's bad number in the NFL, and I can't get past Seattle screwing me every time I get near them. The Dallas Cowboys against the Arizona Cardinals, laying 12, 43.5. Dallas looked unbeatable last week. Arizona, obviously very beatable. Danny Dimes beat them. The Giants, wow. Dallas first half line. Total 43.5. Ooh, Dallas could put up 30-some in that game too. Not sure what. Dobbs looked good in the first half against the Giants. I watched it. He looked good at quarterback. And then all hell broke loose. Chicago getting 13 points against my beloved Kansas City Chiefs. Total drop from 50 down to 48. The way Kansas City's offense is playing, I'm not laying 13 with them against anybody. And I sure as hell ain't taking 13 the way Justin Fields is playing quarterback for Chicago. He's a bust. He is a bust. Put him at scat back, get a different quarterback in there. Can't read a defense. He had receivers open all day long in that Tampa Bay game and refused to throw it to him. Refused. Chicago's a mess. Kansas City's not good. Kansas City's defense better than their offense. Never thought I'd say that. Their defense right now is better than offense. And getting Chris Jones back, do you see that monster last week against Jacksonville? Hello. Yeah, Kansas City's got good defense. Chicago, you might want to play under in that game because Kansas City's offense is not clicking. And, here's the thing. Chicago going to go 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. When their defense gets tired late, KC pulls away. That might be an in-game bet for halftime. FYI. Second half line. If Chicago's defense keep getting handed the field back to them after a 3 and out, and time of possession where they're getting their rear end handed to them, Kansas City in the second half might pull away from them. Might be something you watch in game. Pittsburgh Steelers at Las Vegas -1. Total 44. The Steelers won a game with basically zero offense last night. I had him in a millions contest in the circa right here. So I was happy with plus 2.5 in the win. Offensively, they suck. They got past the 30-yard line one time or something like that. I mean, it's ridiculous. Las Vegas gave a game away last week. Now you're going to go on the road? Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Pick 'em ball game. What do you think? Leave me a comment. I'd lean Las Vegas. Philadelphia at Tampa Bay. Doubleheader on Monday night. Eagles, 5.5, the worst number to lay, and then they're on the road laying it against Tampa Bay. Who'd have thought in August that Tampa Bay would have the same record as Philadelphia? Philadelphia's been handed 2 games. Given to them. New offensive coordinator, Jalen Hurts, not clicking. Bear in mind also, Philadelphia had the easiest schedule in the NFL last year. That's how they got the Super Bowl. Primetime, Monday night, home dog, getting a very good number. FYI. So, while you're thinking about that, total 46. While you're thinking about that, think about the next game on Monday night. Rams getting 2 against the Bungles. Without probably Joe Burrow. First of all, 2-team 6-point teaser with both dogs. Primetime dogs. They're barking. We did this on the free play video this past Monday with teasing Carolina and teasing Pittsburgh. And they came in. I teased both these underdogs here. I'm not convinced that Cincinnati's all that. Yes, they started out 0-2 last year, made the playoffs, but Rams are better than you think they are. Rams competed with the 49ers for the vast majority of that game. And they beat Seattle on the road week 1, 30-13. And the Bengals are giving up 24 points a game. And their offense looks like crap. And Burrow probably is not going to play. And if he does play, we've seen how effective he is. He's not. Give me the Rams. Hello. That is your update for this week. Leave me the comments. Don't forget about Docs, sports. Listen, we had a down week last week in football. We were we unbeaten through 2 weeks of college football, week 0 and week 1. Just kind of got pushed around a little bit on Saturday. K-State hurt me. Trying to play out on one-legged quarterback. The second half didn't work. And, of course, we had a 2-3 week in the NFL, which is unacceptable. Hey, if you expect me to go 100%, go somewhere else. But I ought to be able to do 60% on any given Sunday and maybe win a Monday nighter every now and then. We split 2-2 on Sunday, lost top play. Then I had the under in the Pittsburgh-Cleveland game on Monday night for 3-unit play. Wasn't a big play, but the over train ran over me. The 13-3 over train, the freight train, I didn't see coming. I thought they would even out a little bit, but didn't see 13 out of 16 games going over. So we'll do better this week. Get over to Docs, take advantage of that free $60 link in the description below. We'll have free play videos for you all week. And don't forget Docs Gridiron 6-pack with Griff Murphy will be out on Wednesday. Tune in, 9-3-1 run there. Come on, they're free. Enjoy.